Hi everyone, today we are facing question 6. This is finance 6.1. It says Gugu buys a double bed which costs 12,000 on hire purchase. 12,000 on hire purchase. She is charged a simple interest of 12% per annum over 6 years. 6.1.1. Calculate the total amount she will pay for the double bed. So we need to calculate the total amount. So before we do any calculations, I will advise everyone to first write something I call the shopping list. All right, it's something that you are given there. So let us go ahead and do that. All right, so this is the shopping list that we have. The principal amount we are having 12,000. The interest rate we are having 12%, which we divided by 100 to give us 0.12. And then time period we are having 6 years, and we are looking for A. So we need to write the formula. Now this formula is the one that we use to calculate the simple interest. This formula is also used when you are calculating the hire purchase. So now what we have to do is just to do substitution, and we find the value of A. Now the value of P will be 12,000. So you write 12,000, 1 plus I, which is 0.12, multiply by time period, which is 6 years. Therefore the value of A, when you press your calculator, what the value that you are going to get is 20,640. And that is the amount Gugu is going to pay. All right. 6.1.2. How much interest will she pay over this period? All right, so the interest is given by the value of A minus the value of P. Now, what is the value of A? It's 20,640. What is the value of P? That is 12,000. So we have got 12,000. Now, when we press our calculator, the amount that we get is 8,640. This is the what? The interest. 6.1.3. Calculate her monthly installment. So we need to find the monthly installment. All right, now to get the monthly installment, we need to take the value of A. We divide it by the number of months that we have. So what is the value of A? It's this one, which is 20,640. So we write 20,640 divided by the number of months. Now in 6 years, in order for us to get the number of months, that means we will say 6 multiplied by 12, and that will give us 72. So we have got 72. Right, you need to say 6 multiplied by 12, and you will get what? 72. 72, that means we have got 72 months in 6 years. All right, so then here we just have to press the calculator, and then we will get the answer. All right, so when we press the calculator, when you say 20,640 divided by 72, what we get is 286,67. What we get is 286 rand 67 cent. All right, 6.2. It says the population of city in KwaZulu-Natal is 2.5 million in the year 2020. Assuming that the population will continue to increase at a constant rate of 5.25% each year, estimate the population of the city at the beginning of 2024. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. All right, this problem is called inflation problem. So that means we need to use the compound formula. All right, but before we write the compound formula, we need to write the shopping list. All right, so the shopping list that we have is this one. The value of P is 2.5 million. I, which is the rate, that will be 5.25%, and then we divide that one by 100. This is what we get. The time period from 2020 to 2024, we have got 4 years, and we're looking for A. So what we need now, we can just write the compound formula. All right, let's just write the compound formula. This is the compound formula. So we just have to do substitution and find the value of A. We have got 2.5 million, so it's 1 plus I, the value of I, that will be 0.0525. All this raised to the power of 4, and therefore the value of A, here you just have to press your calculator the way it is. Alright, so that will be the value of A after pressing the calculator. 6.3. If the current exchange rate is $1 is equal to 19 rand 8 cent, and £1 is equal to 23 rand 31 cent, determine the exchange rate between the dollar and the pound. All right, so let's go ahead and work. Okay, what we need to do right now, let us do like this. So we'll have 19 8 cent divided by what? We divide by this one, which is 23.31, right? This side for the pounds, this is what we'll have. We'll have 23.31 divided by what? By 19.8 cent. So what is happening here is that I am taking this 23, I divide this 19. Now I take this 19, I divide that one, that 23 there. That is exactly what is happening. So as a result, when you press your calculator, $1 is going to be equal to 0.82. This side, £1 is going to be equal to 1.22. All right. So this is the exchange rate between the two countries, between the dollar and the what? The pound. 6.4, Brent crude oil cost $93.78 a barrel. Calculate the cost in rands of importing the barrel, or a barrel, when the exchange rate is what? It's 19 rand 8 cent to the dollar. So we are given the exchange rate here. This is the exchange rate that we are given. All right. Now this one will be 6.4. The exchange rate here is that if you have got $1, you have got 19 rand 8 cent. All right. And then we are given that we have got 93.78. For South Africa, we don't know, so that's why we just write X there. All right. What we need now is just to cross multiply, and then we quickly get our answer. So another thing that we need to know is that your answer must be in rands, okay? So an advice, when you are doing these things, you need to make sure that one currency is on the left hand side and the other currency is on the right hand side. All right, so let us cross multiply here. When we say 1 multiplied by x, we're gonna get x. Here we need to say 93.78 multiplied by what? 19.08. So we are just cross multiplying this, okay? We are just cross multiplying, and then we say therefore the value of x, this time the value of x should be in rands, okay? Because we're talking about money. Now when you multiply 93.78 multiplied by 19.08, the answer that we get is 1789.32. right? All right, so this one give us 1789 rands, 32 cent. Thank you guys, thank you for your time, take care.